What do you think about Manny Pacquiao as being? Because you said for you it's always finding the top three. Does Manny still fit in the top three in the welterweight, or is he kind of a forgotten guy now?
To me, he does, and that could be because he's someone I looked up to, someone that I've admired for a long time, someone that I went up against, and I think it could be a biased opinion of mine that I still consider him to be someone that is, even if he doesn't have that number 1, 2, or 3 behind his name, I consider him someone to be at the top of my division in the sport.
Are guys still clamoring to fight him? I know before, like 2-3 years ago, when you asked the welterweight, who do you want to fight, Manny or Floyd?
Yeah.
Now, Floyd's gone, and
Manny's on his way out. A lot of people are saying it's not Manny. I feel like I'm kind of replacing Manny now. I think, from a standpoint of where I am in my career, being, in my prime, being, someone that can contend and beat anyone in the top 2 or 3, 4 or 5. Those guys are moving out and those shoes are being filled. So, I'm filling Manny's shoes now.
Do you still look at him? I know for a while he had like an aura of invincibility. Couldn't be beat. Do you as a fighter still see Manny the same way, or is he just seems like a more beatable, bigger fight for you now, or you still see him as a?
I always felt I could beat Manny. And obviously after being in the ring with him, I knew what I could do against him. But even then, when the first time I sparred him, he fought Cotto, I felt like he was invincible. Second time I sparred him, he fought Shane Mosley. I felt like he was invincible. I think that invincibility has kind of gone away. But definitely, like you said, someone that you could beat, that has a name behind him. And not only that, he still has his entire country behind him. Still a lot of fans around the world behind him, and he still has that status with money behind him.
You fought him when he was like in his prime, when he was at Manny.
I sparred him when he was the man. Like nobody wanted to fight Manny back then. Yeah.
And when you sparred him, did you try to really put your all into it and try to get him?
Yeah. Like Coach Wade here said behind me. When I spar, I'm always going 80, 85, 90%. Sometimes we reach that 100%, him and I, when we spar. A lot of people that saw spar, Ellie Setback here had the privilege of seeing us spar, and you saw nothing but fun, nothing but pizzazz, and just a lot of excitement and charisma from both corners in the ring. And I think I got a real test of what I could do in the ring. I didn't get a test of someone, going 60%, 50% because it's sparring. I really made him raise his levels.
But that's why now he won't fight you. No, I'm serious, because he sparred you a few times and he knows he's not going to win.
Yeah. I mean, that could be true. Knowing what we did way back then, him being honest with himself, knowing that he doesn't have everything that he had back then, and also knowing that I'm coming into my prime. So, that could be why he doesn't want to fight me.